This is the Eachine E511s foldable drone. This drone packs a serious punch for its price point. Let's go over some of the key features. First of all, it's got a 1080p camera. It's a fisheye, so you won't miss anything. It has some standard things like one button takeoff and landing, or you can do it yourself manually. It's got an emergency stop button, low battery warning, everything you'd expect on a professional level drone. But this isn't quite professional level. I'd consider it a great stepping stone and maybe even something awesome just to throw in your bag. It has a removable battery, so that means you will be able to get more and fly for even longer, which is great because the one battery is about the only limiting thing of this drone. And yeah, sorry, it's a little bit banged up, but you'll see how that happened in the review. Be sure to leave a like and a comment, let me know what you thought about this review, and why not subscribe to the channel since you're already here, and let's see what else we can get. Anyways, back to the drone. It has a few key features that really stood out. Follow me mode on a budget drone? That really had me wondering. It also has some things like orbit mode, 3D VR mode. It features coreless motors, so you should get more life out of them. You can slow this drone down to 30% speed if you're an amateur flyer or letting someone else fly it. I really like the way this drone flies. I was very impressed. Since I've been flying DJI drones, it's been a while since I've flown what I would consider to be a budget drone. I mean, there's no hiding the fact that it looks just like a Mavic Air. But the performance, wow, I really had a fun time flying this. So thank you, Banggood. I look forward to doing more videos like this, and to my fans, I just want to let you guys know I plan on doing these videos for a very long time, whether they're sponsored or not sponsored. So rest assured, I'm not going to talk this drone up anything out of what it is, and I'm going to give you a good, honest opinion about it, feedback. We'll go over it all. Either way, thanks again for watching and enjoy the review. Hey, what's going on everyone? Nick Corona here, and today I have a very special video for you guys. I received my first ever sponsored product someone sent to me and asked me to review, and it is this E511s Eachine drone sent to me by Banggood. I know you guys have seen this video before because I've seen this exact video before, this banged up box and a YouTuber reviewing the drone and letting you know how good it is. Well, I'm gonna let you know how good it is today in 2020. We're gonna get to it really quick. Let's get it open, let's get flying it. I'll let you know right off the bat, two things you need to look out for is it does not come with batteries for the controller, so I had to go buy 4 AAA batteries. That was another $5 cost. Banggood, you guys could have sent me some batteries. So shout out Banggood if you're looking for affordable drones. I highly recommend them. Like I said, they sent me this. They are not paying me for this video, but I have personally purchased a lot of Chinese drones from Banggood over the years, and I've had really good results. I used to get the really little ones for like 10, 15 bucks, the Charlestons or something. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but they were really good. I used some battle drones from them. I've been flying drones my whole life, ever since, you know, drones came out. Since I was a little kid, I've been flying them. So I've flown a lot of units similar to this, and I'm excited to fly it. I don't want to waste your guys with stuff that's too technical. Batteries, SD card. Those are the two things you need that it doesn't come with. It comes with some spare blades, 2 props, a screwdriver, which you'll need for the battery and if you ever need to take a blade off, but really it's for the batteries in the back of the controller. You just unscrew this and put your batteries in, which I'll do in a minute here, and then we'll get flying. This controller is blatantly an exact copy of the controller that DJI uses. It even looks like it opens, but it doesn't, and I'm pretty sure this drone flies off your phone anyways. This is just additional control. We'll see. What I'm really concerned about, and what I'm sure you guys are concerned about, is two things. How does it fly, and how does the video look? I couldn't help but to notice bumpers. Those should be kind of fun, huh? I never use those, but maybe we'll run into the wall later. It folds out just like a Mavic Air, and then it even has these little things, and they kind of click into place. This drone is supposed to be rated, you know, pretty well for its category. This is like $80, so much cheaper than a DJI. I'm pretty sure, I have a feeling they sent me the 720 version, but I couldn't help but to notice there is a 1080 version available when you're ordering it on their website. So maybe I got lucky and got the 1080 one, we'll see. Maybe you've already seen by this point, because I'm sure I started the video out with a little bit of video footage from the drone. So I'm gonna show you guys some raw footage, we'll look at some edited footage and see how good you can make it look, and what are the flying capabilities like. You know what, at range, we're probably not gonna test the range. See this antenna right here? That's your range. You definitely don't want to go out of line of sight with something like this. Other things I notice about it, you got your SD slot right here. The gimbal is pretty non-existent. Instead of a gimbal, you'll notice it basically just has up and down. You can hear it. Little motor in there. So hopefully it has some level of video stabilization, or I can tell you it's going to be very choppy. But it looks exactly like the DJI Air, so I'm sure that, you know, it'll fly okay. We just have to throw these batteries in the controller and then we'll be good to go. Also, they sent me this, which I'm not even really sure what this is. I just told them like, hey, I've got a DJI Mavic 2, so if you could send me something for it, that would be awesome. And they sent me some sort of little thing. So we'll open it up together if you just go ahead and stay tuned and, you know, enjoy the heck out of this drone flight. About how to hook the app up. Shut up! It didn't go good. It didn't go good. That's why you use bumpers inside. Let's try that again. How do I make the camera go up? Okay. Well, we finally got it loaded in. So it's not in the instructions, but you just look for the Wi-Fi signal that it makes, and it's called 1080 GPS something or other. It actually looks decent on my screen. So I think, you know, I didn't really know where this drone would be as far as indoor outdoor drones, and I see why it comes with bumpers, because it's a small drone and at that price point they want you to be able to fly it inside, but it's a little scary inside. Like, it's a little loud, it's a little, I mean, you guys just saw I took it off and immediately ran it into the wall. You know, drones of this size are probably best for outside. I'm really interested to see what modes work on this drone, because they claim to have a follow me mode. And if you guys have ever heard me talk about that on my channel, I complain a lot about DJI's follow me mode because it doesn't work very well. It always gets lost. I don't like that you can't adjust the up and down of the camera once you lock onto something. There's a ton of stuff. We also have altitude hold, headless mode, which is for, you know, extreme amateurs in my opinion. It makes it so that no matter which way the drone is facing, forward's always forwards from you and backwards is always towards you, etc. It has GPS. Now that's what makes this worthwhile, because if it has GPS, and a 1080 camera that doesn't look too bad, I think those two things alone would make it worth $80. And then if it can do some intelligent flight modes, that's just a bonus. Because those are, you know, like I said, they're just not perfect yet. So for me, the big thing will be the camera, you know, seeing how it does. Does it have some sort of stabilization? How does the drone fly? Can it handle any wind? I think we'll try again to get it out those doors and see how it goes. Okay, I think we are ready for takeoff. I don't know why this keeps beeping. I have an iPhone 11 Plus Pro, and I'm having a heck of a time getting it in here. Maybe if I take it out of the case, and then maybe it'll like spike my phone on the ground for me later.
Do you want to use my phone?
There we go. Nope, I got it. Probably look out for your puppies because I don't trust this drone, so I don't even want to fly it around the dogs. Alright, so I don't know guys, that's the general opening and hooking it up experience. Not too bad. Make sure you have an SD card, make sure you have the 4 AAA batteries. If you have any issues with anything not working, just restart it all. That usually fixes the issue. Look for the Wi-Fi signal with your phone, connect to it, and that makes it work. And like I said, if you're having issues with the controller, just give it a quick little restart. That should fix it. It's a good drone. From, you know, just this first little takeoff, I can tell it's going to fly pretty good. I'm excited to see how the video footage looks, and we'll go somewhere a little bit more cinematic and get some better flying in. Shout out Banggood once again. By the end of this video, I'm going to let you guys know if this is worth your $80, and I can pretty much tell you it's going to come down to how this video footage looks. And if you don't care about video footage, then you know, then it might come down to like battery life, and if you can get multiple batteries for it. It definitely is small. It folds up really nice, doesn't take up much space in the bag. You could easily just throw this in your travel bag. The gimbal's not very breakable, doesn't, you know, it's nice and compact and only goes up and down. I guess it's not really a gimbal. On my camera screen, it looks really fish-eyed, so we'll see how that looks, you know, in the computer. We'll put it into Adobe Premiere and create this video that you're watching and see how it looks. So yeah, I guess on my way to work, we'll stop by the park or a few areas and fly the drone around a little bit and give you something to look at. All right, guys, I found a cool non-disclosed desert location. No one can get injured by my bad flying. Just kidding, but we'll see what we can do with this little drone. I might be able to test the range just a little bit out here. But first, I think we should probably get the DJI out, right? Kind of like a surveillance mother drone to watch over the situation. Alright, it's pretty windy out here for this little thing. Let's see. We'll see what she can handle. Oh, the whole military just came this way. Holy shit. Yeah, what's up, boys? Wow, that's crazy. If you guys saw the Pipeline Trail video, that's where they're headed to, the Pipeline Trail. So we just randomly chose this spot, and there's the military. We just saw them at the gas station. It's really random, so I wonder where they're going. Let's see. I'm missing everything. All right, ready to go. Hardcore off-roading. for sure. Alright, here we go. So first test, flying with no phone because it's on the DJI. Wow, so loud. As soon as I take off, like, okay, there's a lot of wind out here. It's pretty windy and that thing's doing a really good job at just sitting in one spot. I am actually pretty impressed. Alright. Not a slow poke. Okay. So, if you're wondering why I didn't make so many drone videos this summer, this is why. Look at that. The battery is almost popped out right now, just from the heat, and it's 91 out, and it's been like 115. So watch it, when I barely press these buttons, yeah, look, it's like already out. Wow, so fat, so hot. So yeah, I think I've pretty much damaged 2 of my batteries. They still work, but they're fat going in and super fat and firm coming out, and so that's not good for those kinds of batteries, as you may know. Yeah, extreme heat is still an issue for drones that we haven't quite solved yet. And I don't know, we'll see how the other drone performs. It did pretty good in the heat. I only have the 1 battery, so we'll keep testing it. Totally covered all my equipment in dust, so gonna have to go home and clean it. All right, we're back home. We've definitely established that the drone flies great. Everything is just covered in dust now. But I wasn't able to get any footage because I was using my phone for the Mavic, so I didn't have a phone for this, and I tried to press the record button, but I'm not quite sure how well that worked, if it did at all. So we're gonna have to do kind of a separate test just for the video footage. And we'll see how that turns out. I think it's got a 1080p camera, so if it's not too bad, I actually really enjoyed flying it. It's just that I only had the 1 battery. Oh, look at all the dust. Alright guys, last part of the review. We are going to go through the intelligent flight modes. Going to try follow me, the one where it circles around me, and I heard it might even have waypoint flying. I don't know, let's go ahead and check it out. This is the Eachine taking off in slow motion. I can't believe how good the iPhone footage looks sometimes. I forgot to put the little feet down, so they're up in this. But normally you would want to snap those little legs down so that you have something to land on. And yeah, the drone got a little dirty because it might have chopped through the aloe vera plant in the backyard. It went right through it. It was pretty cool. Wish I had it on film. The flight is pretty stable. It's a pretty noisy little drone. It's actually probably louder than my DJI Mavic, but it flies great. As you can see here, it's holding altitude pretty good, flying around pretty well on its own, and this is the part that really got me. This is follow me mode, and it got me because I couldn't believe how well it worked. You literally just turn it on and that's it. It's like it senses motion and it just keeps aiming at you. There's no gimbal, there's no stabilization, so as you can tell, it kind of rocks back and forth a little bit, but guys, this is phenomenal. The way that it's following me, it's like as long as it can see me, it kept following me, and instead of just locking onto me, I feel like it follows the motion. So I don't know how good it would work with multiple things or people moving, but in terms of just pressing the button and having it work, I was really impressed. Like if you were riding your bike around and you just hit that button, it would probably do an okay job at following you. If you're in an open area like this, because it obviously doesn't have sensors or anything, but there were a few situations like that even where I kind of expected it to lose me. So right there, you can't see me anymore. It spins around, but it just detects the motion and picks right back up. I didn't even notice it, in the moment. So for the follow me, I'm blown away. Between how good this thing flies, how good the follow me mode works, it's honestly worth it for those reasons alone. Obviously, the video is a little bit subpar. I'm showing the screen record because the actual recording isn't really any better, and you'll catch a few glimpses of it after this. But also, I wanted you guys to be able to see the controls. The interesting thing about this drone is, there you go. There's your full shot of straight out of camera. And I was just saying the interesting thing is that you can fly it from the controller or you can fly it from your phone. So this is orbit mode. I had a really hard time getting it to work. I couldn't figure it out. All it did was get me in trees. This is me just showing you guys a little bit of the dynamic range, what it looks like with colors. This is looking directly into the sun. So, not a crazy phenomenal camera, but pretty good and good for the price. And, you really get what you pay for, but they've come a long ways with these drones. This is a great backyard flyer. This is a great second drone to have. This is a great drone for teaching someone how to fly. All in all, I really enjoyed it. I think that the E511s is definitely worth, the $125. It's so affordable for everything that it can do. I don't recommend doing this. I'm just completely covering it with dust, which, isn't good for drones. But that's what the YouTube's for, right? And at the end of the day, I had a really good time making this review. Shout out Banggood. Thank you so much. Sorry it took so long to get you guys your review. I'm in the desert. This isn't really 115-degree heat proof, although it did perform very well. I am very impressed with it. I can't recommend it more for the money. If you're learning, you got kids, anything. One thing I didn't use in my review is bumpers, which you have. It's just, you're gonna add a little weight, you're gonna lower your flight time a little bit. It's gonna slow you down a little bit. I've been flying this thing over the last few days. I've crashed it 3 or 4 times. It's got durability. I've banged it up a little bit, but it's still flying great. They give you some tools and things that you might need to potentially repair it. And while it is no DJI, there are situations where drones like this are great. Like when your kid wants to fly, or maybe you're out at your lake and you want to try and do a real risky flight and you don't want to lose your Mavic. I could definitely see reasons to have this, maybe not in your main bag, but maybe you toss it in the car, or maybe you whip it out once in a while. Either way, Really cool drone. And one last thing I promised you guys at the beginning of the video is that I would open the thing that Banggood sent me. This video took me a little longer to make than I expected, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm not gonna pretend to be all excited and open this for the first time because I already opened it and I just didn't end up using that take, so we're gonna open it again. And I'm actually doing this because I'm really impressed with what is in here and what they sent me. They sent me a little connector for my DJI Mavic 2. This is just a little in addition to bonus to this video. If I can get this container open, goodness. They sent me a connector that somehow plugs into my battery port. Make sure you guys can see that there. And then it allows you to plug in 2 additional lithium polymer batteries. That's right, guys. I can plug in additional batteries to my Mavic 2 with this little tiny adapter, which is really cool. I mean, you guys saw the video, right, where I flew 8 miles, 4 out, 4 back. When I landed, I had like 30% battery, and the kicker is, when I was 4 miles away from myself, I had 100% signal. I hadn't even lost a bar. So if I would have had more batteries on there, yeah, I would have been able to go really far. So we'll have to see what we can do with this. This is really exciting. It's always my fantasy to do like this on a drone with hot air balloons, right? Because then you would barely have to run the motors. That thing would just go forever. So maybe that's my YouTube fantasy. We'll see if we can make that happen one day. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching the review. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Do you have the drone? Let me know if you agree. What is your experience like? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, peace. Well, so many people out here off-roading and having fun today, and I just want you all to know I'm making you a drone video instead.